Welcome back to Island Life Live on location here in Tulalip, and we are at the Native Hawaiian Convention, talking story, continuing our conversations with a number of Kanaka who have come from Hawaii, moved away. Some of them have gone back home, and some of them are thriving here on the continent, and that includes this gentleman right here.
What's up, Kauhi? How are you, bro? We saw this handsome Hawaiian as we were walking through the lobby here. Kauhi Ho'opi'i is, he's a member of Touch of Gold before, but he did the Bobby Brown route. He went solo.
They couldn't afford me.
Sorry, Taylor. Just now you know. No. Hey, so when you moved up here, Kauhi?
2019, actually, July, ending of July 2019.
Why did you make that decision?
This is actually my second stint. I moved away for about 20 years a while back. Went back to Hawaii and then made the change again. But it's so much easier, I hate to say that, financially. The dollar goes further. There's a lot more opportunities. And so for my boys as well, who both just graduated from college this past May, I don't think they would ever be able to do that if they were back home and then find jobs. So that was kind of the reasons why we moved here. And we had support from family. So that was a good thing.
And even though you're here on the continent, though, you do still stay connected, not just to Hawaii in general, but also to your culture. Tell us how you do that.
I do that. So I am a Lomi practitioner, 30 plus years now. And I love doing what I do here, but it's very different because it's known as massage. You know, if you mention Lomi, the first thing that comes to mind to people who are not of the culture, it's this dance around the table, like hula-like traditions and things. And so that's the idea they have. Whereas with the Lomi, it's a little more spiritual, more spiritual, cultural rooted. And trying to teach that here is very hard, but I find a lot of Kanaka up here. There's a lot of Kanaka back home who I know, Lomi practitioners back home. But trying to teach here is a real hard thing to do because people see it as a 2 or 3 week kind of thing with a certificate. And once you get that certificate, it's like, okay, now I can do it.
All of a sudden, you're a master.
Yes, exactly,
works, right?
exactly. So what I wanted to do was teach here, but I haven't much because of that idea of what it is. And so I've kind of been a little gun shy to do that and just have people take this practice and go elsewhere with it. So. But I'm trying, I have my practice here. I do work on a lot of Kanaka here as well. So it's been fun to continue doing this for this long. So.
Well, I know I was a client of yours back home in Hawaii, and I miss you. I miss you every day, Kauhi. No, but I wanted to ask you, it's super important that you are exposing other people to the Lomi Lomi, the practice of Lomi Lomi. I mean, with Chief of War now, a lot of people are learning about our history. They're learning our olelo, even the martial art of lua. So, I mean, how do you carry that kuleana? I know you kind of mentioned that you didn't want to, it's not something that you want to freely, so people can, like, we've been seeing the videos of Ho'oponopono, and you know how they've been with the drums and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is important. How can people connect with you to learn more about this Lomi Lomi?
Right now I haven't done any classes because of the things that I explained. But I still do keep in touch with all the Hawaiians up here. So I have a network that I work with and people that come to me and do that. I do travel back to Honolulu. I do travel back to, in fact, next week, going to Perpetuating.
Oh, nice.
We have Ahahui Lomi Lomi Association that I've been with for years now, and we try to keep the culture going by teaching traditional Lomi. Here, it's still, again, I explain massage to them, and they ask me what Lomi Lomi is, and it's really hard, but I try to do that, and they get kind of an idea of what it is, and so they kind of take it to other people and say, oh, you should try this, and they ask me what the difference is. I said, if it hurts, I'm going to fix it, but culturally, trying to explain something that's been done for hundreds of years is really hard. But I try to educate people on what it is and try not to go too deep where I lose them in things, but they do appreciate it.
Well, brother, what I'm starting to hear is a theme of staying connected, is creating your community, finding the community of others that are like us wherever you're at, and coming home often for kind of like
recharging
back in, recharge your Hawaiian battery, yeah?
Big time. And the recharge is great. I mean, I see all the practitioners from back home that I see year after year after year, which kind of keeps my spirits up and keeps me connected that way. But as well here with a lot of people that are living here, it's amazing to see how many people just pop out of the woodworks, as colloquially say, like, oh, crap.
Well, you are a great representative for our Kanaka here in the Pacific Northwest with that Lomi Lomi. Thank you so much, Kauhi. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. You're watching Island Life Live.